here. And in my last tutorial, I showed you how to make the M thing, my logo M, the effects. So yeah, and I used the pattern I made, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make that pattern. This is not the pattern, but I'll show you how to make this pattern later. The pattern I made was oh, make it 60 by 60 first of all. So just make a new layer, new file. Hit Command 0 to zoom in all the way. So yeah, the layer, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. So yeah, it was this one. That was the layer I used. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna teach you how to make that. Okay, so make a new layer, and use this rectangular marquee tool, and choose the width 30 pixels by 30 pixels. Whoa. Okay. So then hit it on the corners. Normally I would use the rulers, but since this is a small canvas, you don't really need them. And plus you're using the fixed size. So yeah. So then fill these two with black, and then make a new layer. And I'm going to show you something new. Instead of using the other boxes for the other layers, you could hit select and hit inverse, which just hits the other ones where it's empty in this layer. So yeah, and then I'm gonna hit white, switch it to white, fill it up with white, and then deselect that. So this is like the foundation for the pattern. So just merge the two by pressing Command or Control E. Then you want to make this the fixed size to 15 and 15. Okay, so then you're gonna hit these layers. They're gonna, we're gonna make it go diagonal. So we're gonna fill that up with like a gray, like a dark gray. You could choose any dark gray. It doesn't really matter. You can even choose another color if you want. It's your pattern. So yeah, and then select this. Then then you can keep the diagonal, so it's like like the checkers are still in the pattern. So yeah, fill that up with a light gray. There's good. And then yeah, fill that up with a light gray. So that's it for that. So yeah, so in order to apply this, like to make it a final layer, you're gonna go to Edit, Define Pattern. You can name this whatever you want. I already did this, so I'm just gonna hit cancel. So it's just gonna close by itself. And then you're gonna hit layer, new fill layer, hit pattern. Usually, if it doesn't pop up here, it's just gonna be the last one. So yeah, it is the last one. So yeah, then that's that. So yeah, that's to make the one I use for the text. But just for fun, I'm gonna show you another one I made, which is the one I showed you, that I told you I was gonna show you, which is this one. I know it looks complicated because of all the little checkers, but you do not want to go all around. Just start in one box, and then you're just gonna copy that. So yeah, I'm just gonna erase this so I can show you how to make it. So let me just move these out of the way. You don't need them. So then make sure it's back to, move it to 30. So then, yeah, the file is going to be the same size, 60 by 60. So yeah, just fill that up with black. And then hit select, inverse, and there's a shortcut for this. You can just hit shift, command, or control if you're on a PC. Hit I, and it will select the other ones. So yeah, then you fill that up with white. So then make a new layer, deselect that, and then hit your rectangular marquee tool, and use the width and change that to 2 pixels. So yeah, we're making it smaller because in the actual pattern, it's just gonna keep repeating itself. So yeah. So there's many ways. There's many ways to do this. You can do this the long way, which I'm not gonna show you because for the sake of time. So yeah, just make it at least so it's a perfect square. So yeah, like you see, so this is a square. So yeah, just gonna fill that up with like a dark gray. I'm gonna hit like use this one. Okay, so then just gonna fill that up. Okay, so make sure you use a new layer because then you won't be able to duplicate this, which would really suck. So then yeah, hit Command or Control J if you're on a Control if you're on a PC, then Command J, and what you did was just duplicate it. See, it's still there. Yeah, okay. So you're just gonna move it. Just move it around so it's still in the pattern, and then duplicate that again. So yeah, and do that. Duplicate it. Just move it around so it's in the pattern. Duplicate it. Okay, duplicate that. Okay, since we made this, we're gonna have to move it up a little bit, and we're gonna fill that up with the marquee tool. Hold on. So make sure it's in the right pattern because if you don't have it in the right pattern, it's gonna really suck because we're gonna repeat this. We're gonna select it and repeat it, and if you mess up, well, you're gonna mess up. There's nothing else to it. Yeah, especially on checkers, you don't want to mess up on that. You mess up, it looks pretty bad. Okay, so then, okay, so then fill it up with that same gray. Okay, since we made a bunch of layers, just hit Command or Control E. So now we have this big old box. So we're gonna duplicate that 4 times. We're just gonna move them around. We're gonna change the color. Well, as you can see, in this general area right here, it's not supposed to be there because it's not going along with the pattern. So we're just gonna move it up and fill it up later. So yeah, now do it the next one. So yeah, then the next one. And we're gonna move this down because it's not gonna be in the pattern as well. So yeah, then just get the rectangular marquee tool and put it in and fill up the spots. And make sure that you do not mess up again, or well, not again, but you get the point. So yeah. Okay, and then after we've done this, we're gonna merge these two, and we're gonna merge these two. Okay, so then, but first we're gonna fill it up with the gray. Make sure you fill it up on the layer, on the white ones. So yeah, then merge these two by hitting these two. Select these two and then hit Command D, which merges them. So now we had the white ones and merge these two. So now, we just need to change this to a lighter gray. I'm gonna choose like this gray, and then fill that up, and we're done. So that's it. So then same procedure. We'll hit edit, define pattern, name it. I'm gonna hit cancel because I already did this. So yeah, and then hit, and then to apply it, go to layer, and then new fill layer pattern, hit pattern, and then since you just made it, it's gonna be the last one, but mine's the second one because I made this one before the other one. So yeah, that's just about it. Oh yeah, just so you know, if you apply this to something, watch, I'm just gonna do this for the sake of, so you can see how it looks. Okay. Um, Usually when you put patterns, you do not like want it to be like this. So let's just say you do that, an overlay. You're not gonna see it that much since it's black and white. So you want to like use a color. I don't know. Just use it, or you know what? Better go to normal and just put the opacity down better. Since this is a small canvas, you can see the squares perfectly. But watch, if we go to a bigger canvas, I'm just gonna show you. You're not gonna see the little squares because they're so small. I just made this just, you can scale it up, like that's fine. Like you'll probably see them. So yeah, we're just gonna go to layer, new fill layer, pattern. So yeah, okay, you can scale it up. Oh, it's not this one. This is the other one. Look, you can't even see them. So if you scale it up a little bit, I don't know there. No, now it's kind of blurry if you scale it up. So this is more for small stuff like logos and stuff. Yeah, you can barely see it. Like mine might want to move it up a lot. So you can barely see it. So that pattern is mainly for small canvases. So yeah. So that's just it. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah, and please subscribe. This is Mario Man 6036.